I mean, it's not clout. I mean, you're posting the content because you're a content creator that enjoys creating content.
What are the types of brands that you would never work with?
Like aphrodisiacs, for example, I would not.
But people need them.
Yeah, but that's why you have other people that are promoting for you. And I have nothing against it because, I mean, people are buying it, but I would not do it.
Would you say you're religious?
I used to be so close to God when I was younger because I used to have dreams that used to come to pass. And I was so scared, like, why do you give me this kind of gift?
So you're a prophet. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Good News Niger podcast. My name is Desmond Ebekunwe. Oh my God. I've wanted to have Steve Chuks on this podcast from the very first episode. I reached out from the very first episode and we finally made it happen 17 episodes after. So we get to speak a lot about self. We get to speak a lot about the industry. We get to speak a lot about business, standing on business. And I know you'd enjoy the episode. So let's watch. Hello. We're finally having this conversation. It's been like 200 years.
I beg.
I've been begging. I've been like, please,
Till
grace us with your great presence. Let us have this conversation, even from the very first episode. But then you're finally here. So
Thank
the
you.
wait was genuinely worth it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, tell me about your journey. How excited are you about your journey in film, content creation, and everything?
I feel like I'm just grateful for where I am at right now because I think I started from film, and then I went into content creating, and then I went into hosting, then came back into content creating. So I feel like I'm excited for what's to come in the future by the grace of God, and I'm grateful. That's really it, because it's long if you start to talk. We don't think we have time.
That's what we have here. We have time. We have an hour. But I'm always very intrigued because a lot of content creators always, and then there's been like my career has somewhat changed from media to film, and then whenever I'm in rooms, there's always in the film space, it feels like there's always a stigma around content creators because of pay structure. Content creators, people in film feel they can't pay content creators, and then content creators feel like, oh, the time isn't worth it. So in your own journey, do you think that it's been a problem merging your love, because I know you have a theater background, merging your love for film and performance and just staying in the box of creating content that can also be tagged as film somewhat?
Yes, I do have a theater background because I read it in school. But when I started with film, to be very honest, I think one of the reasons why I entered content creation was because I wasn't getting roles at the time. You know how it was in auditions back to back. All the auditions I think they brought out at the time, I did it. I went for everything, but I wasn't getting the roles back to back. I think I got few sub roles here and there.
One or two.
But when I got into content creation, I then realized that they would call you to feature in films because of how, just to promote their films. The roles they would also give you like important roles. They're giving you like just roles so they can just put you in the poster like, oh, you're in the film. If you understand what I mean. So I would understand the fact that content creators might feel like, oh, if you take me seriously, you would not give me this role. But since you just want me for this, then how about you just pay me well enough for me to come here for this? Or you as well just not pay me. I'll just come and do it for you for free. That's the only thing I understand there. Because for me, because I really want to act, right? That's my first love, is to act. And if it's not coming, why are you calling me to come and do? Because it's something they were doing at one time where they would call me, because what I do, the kind of skits I create, they would call me and tell me to come and do certain kind of roles. And in my head, I'm thinking, I did it once and I said I wasn't going to do it again. I did it twice, I think. I did it twice. Because the first one was, they would actually come and play an effeminate role. Second one again, they tried to call me. I did, but like they tried to change it and say, oh, you be a makeup artist or you'll not be wearing makeup. I was just like, I did it again. Then they tried to call me recently. I was like, nah, thank you very much. I appreciate it, because it feels like, do you understand what I mean? It feels like maybe you're not trying to box us back into what we were just doing. I mean, you don't really want us in the film. So I understand why they think it's a waste of time. I would understand from a content creator's point of view. Also, the film people, I don't know why they think they can't pay people. I mean, Nollywood I don't think the pay is that great anyway, but I think it's better now, unlike when we first started. So I think money, I mean, because we have people now putting money into things. There's Netflix, there are other like streaming platforms that are bringing money onto the acting world. So maybe the money is great now. I don't know. I really don't know anything about the world.
An actor actually told me that she just needs to do like this. A content creator told me that she just needs to do like this and make the money we're paying her for.
It is possible because we are just streaming on TikTok, streaming on Twitch, This all these streams that are giving people money per hour, per minute. It's like they're making so much money. TikTok is paying some people, YouTube, Facebook. I mean, when you look at it, you're like, do I really want to go and spend like how many days on sets for something that is not worth it? I know how some Nollywood sets are not exactly the best conducive sets, but I've enjoyed some. I've enjoyed working for people that I mean have treated me right because I've worked with like creators called me while I was doing content creation, and he gave me a role that meant something to me. Do you understand? Because he knew I really wanted to act, and I reached out to him at one point. I'm like, oh please call me if there's anything there, and he did call me. I auditioned for the role. He gave it to me. So things like that will make sense for us when you know that you see us. But if you're just using us for promotion, yeah, I mean you will not get the best out of me now. At the end of the day, you're really just I'm really
So you
just
can
there.
genuinely see the.
You see their faces in poster. You see them only one scene, two scenes. You know that I mean it's for promotion. Let's just do what we're here for. Don't push it. So if I'm doing it, pay me well. I might as well just do it for you for free.
So, in your journey of content creation, have you mastered? Because I've been stuck on 6,000 followers for like 15 years.
But you're not a content creator.
I know. So, but then you see people who, but then you can also see some content creators who've mastered Instagram. They are big on Instagram, but when you go to TikTok, nobody cares. And then Facebook, there's some people that have, but then you have like your following across the different platforms.
we
And
thank
it
God.
takes a lot of work for you to be able to engage the different audiences for TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and then Instagram.
I like how you said that YouTube, but that's the hardest. Nobody wants to subscribe. That's
So
the hardest.
have you mastered the four, and how do you put in the work to ensure that your audiences are fed across the board?
I feel like as an individual, I always say this: you need to evolve. So when a new platform comes up, and you can see that everyone is using the platform, I mean, if you can, it's your growth, right? As a
you on
content creator, I am, but I don't post anything. I think we just post on Instagram; it goes there. So when a new platform comes out, you have to like utilize the platform because people are now there, and you don't know where it can be tomorrow. Like for TikTok, I remember when nobody was using TikTok, but I was using it in 2020, even before 2020. It was like Musically first, then changed to TikTok. So I was using it then. I'd already built up a numbers, like a good number of followers there. So when people started getting followers now, and they're like, "Oh, how do you have followers?" I'm like, I started when they were pushing it already then, but people did not believe in it because it was called COVID app. I felt like what is an app was just laugh. But now that they say, oh, we can bring money from streaming live, oh, now people are paying you to post. Their brands are coming to pay you to post on TikTok, even instead of Instagram. So it's like, oh, you have to know when to move to different platforms. And I started with Instagram and YouTube at the time, and I always knew that I didn't want to be stuck on one app because any app can disappear one day. Do you understand what I mean? I also don't want to be stuck on even just on social media. It's one of the reasons why I was doing my stage play before.
Every man.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever come?
I think I came for the very first one with Temisa.
Yeah.
She made it more.
Yeah. Okay,
That was the one I did.
Yes.
I came
Okay,
for.
yes. Maybe you did come.
It was everywhere now.
But that's the reason why I started that because I also didn't want to be stuck on social media. So with all these platforms, I think it's time and dedication because you have to post on every single platform. One can suffer. Even though sometimes one suffers. Like now, I'm not posted on YouTube in a while, only because YouTube desires a different kind of content. You can't post most portrait type content on YouTube. It might not really go. You need to do it. You need to film properly for YouTube. Good quality, good story. These days, the film market has stolen YouTube. So it's like, if you're going there now, you have to come correct because if you're not giving them film, are they really watching? Everyone is like on the Nollywood scene on YouTube right now. They've stolen the scene. So you have to be dedicated to all these platforms. And if you say master, I don't think I've mastered anything. I'm just going with the flow because I don't think there's anybody helping me post. I be posting myself, even though people have told me to give people social media managers and the rest of all those people. I tried it once. I think somebody now tried to scam me with my account. I was like, I beg, no. Let me post myself. Even though in the future, I do hope to let these things be on someone else's hand because at the end of the day, you really can't be doing it all yourself.
Okay, so I'm very intrigued about the story of you handing over your accounts and almost being scammed.
Like I said, I tried it out with somebody. I think it was 2020 during COVID. All of us were at home, so I'm like,
Let me focus on resting people.
It's not even really that. I was just trying different because we are all at home. I'm also thinking you're at home. I'm sort of making money online because brands are still using me. Maybe you're not doing anything. Let me give you social media. And then I give the person the account. Basically, I can't log in again. Someone has tried to log me out. I'm like, how? This never happened with me before. Now you're saying you can't log in again. I can't log in again. No, I don't even know. I'm getting a text. I said, no worry. Leave them is the account that has grown. I think, and I started calling people that knew how to get accounts back and stuff. He said, "Oh, someone changed this password. It's not as if anyone was trying to scam you. Yes, and so which was trying to get money off me. With let's now try and get it back OSP. With the help of those people, I got the account back, and I'm like, "Ah, thank you so much. It was nice working with you."
How long did it take?
Maybe like a month, I think. Yeah, it was like a month.
It didn't stop business for you.
We thank God for savings. Well, money doesn't really come every month, don't you understand? So it's not like, and I wasn't doing YouTube at the time, so not if money comes every month. With Instagram is not paying you to post, right? So I mean, yeah, in Nigeria, so if you're not posting, whether you post or not posting, money's not coming. I know every time brand needs you, so you have to be lucky if a brand comes to you. If you're popping, if you're not popping, if they see you work with their values, all those people. Yeah, we thank God for YouTube and Facebook now that pays people monthly. At least now you're getting money every month, unlike all these other platforms that you're just posting for.
Close.
I mean, it's not clout. I mean, you're posting the content because you're a content creator that enjoys creating content. It's not clout.
But with the way every content creator now drives a Benz, I think you still.
Is this shade?
No, genuinely, I don't want to become a content creator or an actor, because I hear a lot of my young cousins saying, "Oh, I want to be a YouTuber or an actor," because those are the people that are driving Benz. People who are producers, people who are we are still driving Chiario.
They're seeing the money. Shouldn't you be happy for them? They're all seeing the money. To be right sincere, I'm one of those people that really believes that this is a profitable business. It's a profitable profession, rather. Content creation is so big. We're thankful now that people take it seriously, because when I first started in 2013, actually, in 2017 again, nobody took it serious. It was like as if we were all playing. They used to call us people on social media. You didn't think us serious. Well, now you're hiring us to actively push your business, which means if you don't have us, your business might not really go that well. I mean, you can do all the marketing in the world, but social media is so big that you need us that have the influence to push it. So now I'm happy and grateful that they take us seriously, and as well that people are getting money from me, getting paid. Because at the end of the day, that's really what we want. We don't want to have jobs where we're just sitting there and not having money. So if you see them buying their Benz and houses, be happy. I don't think everyone has one way to something. So maybe them have their own, because sometimes stream on live. I don't do TikTok live, and I hear it pays a lot of money. So if I see someone there now making so much money, I can't be jealous, because why can't I go and do it? Why can't I start it? But I just not my thing. Do you understand what I mean?
How do you maintain buzz? Because you've done this for a number of years. If you think just from 2020 till now is 5 years. So, but how do you maintain the excitement that the audiences feel? The same numbers. There was a time that a lot of content creators were getting steady 70,000 likes and all of those, and then it became like you see the person have views, and then it's like you are watching. These people are watching, but then they are refusing to like, and then you have to now deal with all that. Is it that people don't care anymore? So have you maintained the buzz around your brand, and do you sometimes get like? These people, how do you rejuvenate it?
Again, it boils down to you being able to evolve with the times, because you can't be stuck on one thing. People get tired of things. I get tired of. I look at people the way I look at myself or how I behave. I get tired of things. I'm thinking, if I'm already tired of something that I'm doing, how is another person looking at it? Even though sometimes I might be wrong, because I've said sometimes that they're tired of a particular kind of content, and then I go and try something new, and then it doesn't go. But I think the way I've been able to maintain just being there by the grace of God is being able to evolve and try new things. Really being willing to try new things, because you can't be stuck on one thing. One thing is not really the way. I've gotten different characters over the years. I've tried different things. I've done stage plays. I've done films. I've done short films on my platforms as well, just to see what they really like. And every year with everything that comes out, I try to just watch how they take it in, and then just follow my followers. I mean, basically look at what they like and follow their own mood, because at the end of the day, they're the ones making us get the views, get the followers, the likes, the brand deals and everything. If we don't have engagement, no brand will come to you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you have to follow what they want, being able to evolve in their own with their own time and sector. Yeah, pretty much. I hope that I'm even still in their minds. I don't know, because you use one word now, rejuvenate, right? I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I think I'm grateful that at least people are still watching me. We thank God, brands are still coming. I don't know how I've done it for, because I know I've done it for a while. This is like, if you put it 2013 to now, like maybe 13 years, I don't know. But yeah, I started in 2013. I started first in 2013 doing YouTube, small things. Well, then finished school, then came back in 2017. So it's like
You don't tell.
I don't try, but I'm still small. It's not very young. That's why.
So now, when you think of brands, what is a brand? What are the types of brands that you would never work with? Oh, you not get?
No, I do, but it's like I'm not. It's not like I'm not trying to. I say it to people, right? If they come to me, if they send me an email, I just maybe not respond sometimes. Like my people don't respond to them because I have a couple of people that manage my life. But I don't know how I want to call them out that we won't make them look as if they are terrible brands. They're not terrible brands, just some things that doesn't work with me. Like aphrodisiacs, for example, I would not. That's something I would do. I would not like promote.
But people need them.
Yeah, but that's why you have other people that are promoting for you. And I have nothing against it because I mean people are buying it, but I just would not do it. Never say never. Maybe in the future now you see me doing it. I beg you. I don't know if I would do it. I might go and do it in the future before you come and drag me. Say, see this video. Is this you? No, I might. But right now, there are certain brands such as that I might not take for now. Or I've just never done it. Even like when I first started, like even when it came to me, when I didn't have money, I'm like, I don't think that's what I want my brand to be because I'm very big on whatever you start is how they see you. So I just never took those kind of things.
So have you ever rejected money from brands?
Yes, no. I've even given people money back. I think it was one company that was trending at one point, but they were saying how they were scams, and then it now came to me. I was like, is this wise for me to take this thing? It was a popular company that they were like into real estate and stuff. They came to me. I was like, it's a lot of money, but what do I do? Then my people were like, let's not just do it. I think it was at the time we were trying to do like a year deal. It was like maybe like 12M or something like that. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But I said, nah. Because there were so many people coming out to call them out about how they were scams, they will buy a house, they will not see it. Yeah, it was very bad.
They would have come and be holding you.
And I don't think I've been in any sort of controversy yet. I don't. Hey, if I go, see, all these things you say it will not going to happen.
No, it can't happen.
I've just not been, and I think I've been intentional about keeping my brand. Yeah.
So which is why I was even going to ask as a follow up when I spoke to the luxury lifestyle that a lot of content creators put out. You do not necessarily. We know some of your friends, and that's because they are also popular, and then they've been part of your brands. Your brand, but you do not necessarily show a lot of your personal life. Like I see you at events, and I do not necessarily see the events on your social media. So, which is what people see that people start dragging.
If the event people paid me to post now, I'll post it. But also,
there's this clip on social media. My school did not pay me for this.
To be very sincere, I do my best. I mean, at one point, maybe like from 2018 to like 2021, I wasn't really doing anything Steven. I was just very focused on building up the characters, the brand. So, like me personally, I wasn't putting my personal life out there. I think it was started from 2021. I started doing more me, posting more my personal pictures, events that I will attend. I do some of that too. I do my best. I just don't post anything personal, like like life, what I have, what I drive, all those kind of things. I'm not this kind of person. Like, but people will do it. Congrats to you. Like, God loves you. Like, you're killing it. It's a personal thing. It's a personality thing. It's not my thing. But I don't judge anybody for it. You know what I mean? Do you post your own personal things?
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
So you have to have his number to see his own thing. You see?
No, so that it's close friends that see like the personal.
I don't even post on WhatsApp. You see? Exactly. Don't you have my number? Do you say anything about WhatsApp?
If you don't block me.
I don't even post any WhatsApp. Nothing. No WhatsApp story at all. And it's not as if there are no people on TikTok who say, sorry you. Cloud yourself if you don't use WhatsApp. I just don't post anything there.
Yeah.
My WhatsApp Snapchat sometimes.
My WhatsApp status has the most of my personality. You can guess my life from there.
But that's because you trust the people that you have in your phone. Yes. So I don't trust nobody. Nobody should see anything from me. My family, they see it. We have a family group chat. I post it there.
But your friends, you do have a lot of really cool friends. Do I? Yeah, you do have a lot of really cool friends, which is a question I'm going to.
How do you know my friends?
Some of your friends are content creators now.
People how do you know they're those colleagues? How do you know they're my friends?
You genuinely have called these people your friends.
Where?
Would you call Kenzie your colleague?
That's my friend. One. You said friends. You're using S. So friend.
Kenzie first. That's a good question. Would you say there's this
Don't put me on this one and ask me about people's names, because I know.
Let me- should I
I have
call
a lot
them?
of colleagues and content creators that
Yeah, now let's
we are
start calling their
cordial
names
with.
and say, are you colleagues or friends?
I mean, I wouldn't say I have a lot of friends in the industry, but I think we're very cordial.
Cordial.
Yeah.
So-
we're our best.
So now speaking about friendships and careers, Kenzie has been on the podcast.
I watched. That's why I came. I'm joking.
So and he seemed very grateful about the friendship and then the guidance you gave when he just moved to
He
Lagos.
did.
Yeah. And I would say that's the same for a lot of the I'm trying to remember her name. That's why I didn't call her name.
Who is
She's
that?
an actor. Akem Popo.
Oh, Chioma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are a lot of these people who are actors, but then we saw them on your platforms, and then you gave them the space to create and then become and build their own brands, and that's a testament to the person that you are, because you do not struggle to hold space and be like, now only more, and you could generally play all the personalities if you wanted to. For example, like the
tiring,
Real
yeah.
Housewives of Anambra, you can genuinely be like,
Yeah.
now me go do this different personality.
It wouldn't have gone that far then.
But you gave all of these people the opportunity. So why do you do that?
Because I know first of all, Chioma was already kind of big. I don't think I gave her the opportunity. If anything, she graced me with her presence. Because I think I watched her on Akem Pop and I was really just a fan. I told her the first day at the premiere, I was like, I am such a fan. And then I knew that when I wanted to do my own stuff, I was like, yes, it has to be her. She had done something in August meeting for me, and then she just killed it. I was like, who is this girl that is just so talented? So when we were looking for someone to play Caroline, I said, yes, it has to be her. And then she came and we did it and killed it. I only do it because I knew when I started from. Nobody gave me anything to. There was no like any opportunity. At the end of the day, we're helping ourselves. We really don't have so much when it comes to a body that helps us and say, oh, you get this road and all those stuff. So if we're grateful to have the small income to produce our own stuff, why don't we all just help each other? I mean, if you come on board and you can kill it, I'm sure somebody will see it there, love your performance, and want to get you on board as well. So what we need in this life is opportunity. So if we don't have it, we don't have any chance to show ourselves. So if you can create opportunities for people, why not? That's just my idea in life. So it's not like, oh, I can't do everything on my own now. If they call me, I'll do their own for them. If they don't call me, I will do my day. But I really believe that opportunity is the key to everything that we need in life. So if we don't get it.
So what are some of the qualities you look for the people that you genuinely, truly call your friends? Because now you say, because I also get it.
Do we have time? I think first of all, it has to be loyalty. I would already sense if you're loyal.
What does loyalty look like for you?
Just
Don't snitch.
not even just not snitch. It's everything that you do in the things that you say and what you share to me about other people as well. I would already gauge and see, is this person someone I want to be friends? Because if you can already keep your mouth shut off other things people tell you, I'm not exactly interested in being a friend with you, because I already tell you can do that to me. And it takes a lot to even come close to my house. So if you're my friend, I believe you've been to my house. You know what I mean? And I don't think plenty of people in this world have been to my house. And even the ones that have been to my house, are you really my friend or you came for something? So I think loyalty is very big, because then I can open up to you. Loyalty is really one of the biggest, and I'm looking for another thing I can say. And maybe trustworthy, if that's something. I guess trust goes two ways, but trustworthy, over time you can build trust. But from the beginning, loyalty and maybe the kindness that you show to other people, because I feel like I'm kind. Just the first instance of kindness that you show to other people. I like when people are very kind, because kindness will make me know when you know how somebody will do something to you. But if you're kind, you think about it. Is this a good thing to do to somebody? If you're not kind, you're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know if you can say that word, but let me just do it. You don't mind doing something to somebody, but if you're kind, you think about it first. How would it affect this person? Well, even if you're annoyed, let me just leave it, because you still have it in your heart to be kind and just you put people in mind. But when you can just do something without being kind, you're like you don't care of the consequences. I'm scared of people like that, because you can kill me, you can sell me out from anything, and I run away from people like that. Yeah.
So I hear a lot of these stories, and I almost can sense like a fear of you wanting to avoid stories that touch. Have you been in a situation that you regretted letting somebody in that's now allowed you now, like
Of course.
push?
I have been, but I think again I have to blame it on me being younger and just not. I was just not aware of myself at the time. So I think it was my younger years where I really allowed a lot of people in. I used to use the word friend a lot in my younger years. And when I say younger years, because I'm not old now. let's not go and think that I'm more, oh no. But like obviously uni days, living uni, still experiencing life, and you think, oh, everybody that comes to me that's trying to be nice to me is your friend, and then you open up, and then oftentimes it's not the right people you open up to. So I started holding back after few things that happened. Nothing really grand, if I'm being sincere. Nothing like, oh, you destroyed my life type thing. No. But there are things that hurt people personally that you might think is small, but just hurt you personally, yeah. And also my mother is not that person that really takes, she's not the biggest person that believes in friendship because of what they've done to her. She's always warned me, but I never used to listen. So when it happened to me, I'm like, so they really used to see you. What they say doesn't they say when another person is sitting on top, that long talk sha. It is true because they would have warned you and you don't listen and it happens to you. You're like, okay, do you have friends?
I do have a.
I think you have a lot of friends. You on the other hand, you have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Yes, I can tell.
No, I do have a lot of.
Please, that's what
Yeah.
you have a lot of friends.
I do have a lot.
Exactly.
I
A lot
do.
of a lot of friends and a lot of people know you as well. That's how, let's put it that way. You have a lot of friends as well as a lot of people know you. So maybe the people that know you are not really your friends, but you have friends. I know you have friends.
I do actually. If I'm being honest, I
You're also
do.
very friendly. You are.
Yeah. So the thing is, I'm friendly to people I can sense are kind. So if I sense that you are a bitch,
So are we friends? Do you think I'm a bitch?
no, like you've been very kind. There's one scenario.
I know.
You remember? Oh, do you remember the future world situation?
What did I do?
So you had
Oh
come
my
late.
god, you're about to call me out.
No, you had come late, and then we're recording a number of episodes, and then you walked away.
Stop. Which episode? When did this happen?
This is 2020. What year did I produce the COVID year?
2020.
2020.
Oh, we're recording.
We're recording the Future Awards was virtual. So we did the virtual option. Tucker was hosting, and then you were supposed to record your bits. So we had different award presenters, and you were invited.
I was supposed to present.
You were supposed to present a category, read a thing for a category.
I do not recall this moment, people of the Lord.
I
don't believe
so
this
that's
moment.
the- that's the only-
There is no proof.
No, that's
that
the
this
only.
happened.
I think then you were not the most patient.
Was
But then you've
COVID.
evolved-
I don't recall this happening, people of the Lord.
But so you're like,
Do you recall?
So
Do you
you're like there
recall?
for 30 minutes. You're like,
That's a lie. I
no,
wouldn't do
I
that.
promise
That's
you.
not
You're
even-
like, guys, I can't wait for this. And you stop.
I wasn't there in person, Sha.
You were in person.
Oh my god, COVID, and I came out of my house.
Yeah.
This was like after COVID. They had already gone. Like maybe like
Yeah,
later in the year.
like October, November.
End SARS period.
So, but then I
So
got
we're scared of our lives. We're trying to rush up on us. End SARS. Oh the Lord. I remember that if anything happened after that period, it was end SARS. I was trying to rush home to be safe. If I was out, I was trying to be safe.
but then I got to experience you.
Are you sure this happened?
Yeah, it did.
I'm really offended. I don't remember
every person at the Future Awards team remembers.
So they hate me now.
no,
Wow.
I mean you've been nominated.
I have never been nominated. Maybe this is one of the reasons.
That's not true. That's not.
We cut them. This is one of the reasons why they don't like me.
That's not true. But then I genuinely experienced you after that,
Oh, and I was nice.
and you were nice.
Okay, I am nice. I'm a
Even
nice
the
person.
next time, I was like, Me, I even thought that you'd remember the situation,
remember.
and then I was like, maybe good job. Like, so I was like,
No. I don't. Unless I would love to. These people should call me again, please. It's my plea. I'm
know
so
how
sorry. I apologize to everybody. People should call me again. Let me come out.
No, but I do get the situation. Tucker was also late. If we're being honest, so I think that's the situation that made you like stump.
I swear to God, it was not me.
It
Are you
was
sure?
at the Cool FM studio.
Hey, I don't record
It's
this
me,
moment.
2020. Well, I sent that person an
I
invite.
apologize to you, my friend, if that happened. But I'm sure something must have happened. Maybe people were not treating me nice. No, because I have this industry, but sometimes people can be somehow. Maybe people have a certain way people treat certain kind of people, and I'm sure at the time people did not rate me that much.
No,
so maybe
if you are presenting, I promise you, if you were
it
presenting,
was you that maybe you called me and you rated me, but your people did not rate me.
no, you are called to present a category. So there's no way.
Anyway,
If I
I'm
rate you,
sorry.
I was producing. If I rate you, that's all that matters.
I'm sorry. Have we taken that? Let's move on from this topic. I never know why I brought it up. Because now you've caught me. But that's this.
No,
this is
but
not
then
anything.
if you think about it, it really doesn't matter because that situation was just and then there were many scenarios that led to you walking away.
Okay.
and we understood it.
Okay. Okay.
So
See,
it's
it's
not-
mentioning things now. And it's so funny because I think I remember so many things. But if I cannot remember that moment,
because
that means it wasn't so deep for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think maybe you also just wanted to leave.
No, no, and I left my house to come.
Like,
But I left my
Very
house to
good.
come. And I'm sure I didn't drive that year. I probably came with an Uber.
yeah.
See? You see, you're trying to say how would I leave my house and pay how much? And I would have those man. No.
But okay. You've evolved from that person.
Thank you.
Personally,
thank you. You have evolved, so you look fresher, you look
bigger.
big.
So it's okay.
Oh, it's true. I was also not this big then.
Yeah, I used
If
to
I'm
be
being sincere.
so skinny.
You're not. See me, see you. You're not big. Oh. You're just eating and you're looking fresh and fine. That's it's not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you do say so.
If you say big, this is big. But I never used to be this big.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I'm sure people can see. There's no need to argue.
So in your journey, how do you now? Because I do fear for when I really want to get to a point that I have like brand. I do think I have brand equity because I can ask for certain favors across certain rooms. But I want to get to the point that I'm also very popular. So social media currency and all of that as a currency. And one of my fears then would be for somebody who likes, I enjoy the access people have to me. I enjoy that I have 600 unread messages on WhatsApp. So I would now struggle with knowing who is genuinely my friend, because now if it's maybe somebody is trying to get an interview at a TV station, maybe that's the only thing that they would want to use me for. How do you navigate that? People who genuinely want to be friends and people who just want to be like, maybe I can get this gold jacket from him if I come close.
I think God has given me the spirit of discernment, first of all. And I always feel like the first part is really with God. Because you might think you get it right and you don't. So you really never really know people to the end. But I feel like God has given me the spirit of discernment. So sometimes I feel it. I just know when you're real or when you're true, and I can tell. And oftentimes, and the times where I'm wrong as well, on your own, you will show yourself. I feel like on your own, you would cast yourself with one thing you would do, you would say. But at the same time, I think I'm at the point in my life where I believe that everybody is valuable to you. Like down to anybody, every single person in this world is valuable to you. You can gain from everybody. But now you have to prioritize what you think is important to you. Because I think I'm gain from everybody. But at the same time, do you want everybody to have access to you? Because then you are open to having so many problems with people. So now you have to prioritize your needs and truly how you feel about these people. At the end of the day, you can't get everything right. So I'm not scared of meeting people that will wrong me anymore. I think everybody can both exchange value down to anybody, to be very sincere, and we can both help ourselves. In the event that we don't now exchange value anymore, it's fine. You can go your way. I don't think you should be scared of that, because number one, once you're getting into this career, you should know that people are always going to need you for something. And I'm a content creator that now wants to really go into movies. I'm thinking people that are so big, instance, them Genevieve, them Omotola, them people that have been for decades in the industry and in the media and so popular. People would have wanted to use them all their lives. So I don't know if I'm sure it was their core values. I'm hoping it was their core values that made them choose the real people that they needed in their lives. That's why it boils down to I'm just there for work. Please, if it's not, we know when we have time for other things, but if it's not work, I don't know how much time I have to just sit and just gist with certain kind of people, because I know what you need, and I'm not gonna.
I know what you're here for. I know what you need.
Just pray for I think it's very important for everybody to pray for the spirit of discernment. It's so important in your lives. Once you pray for it and you have it, you can really clear out the bad eggs. Sometimes you can.
Speaking about bad eggs, we'll be going on a quick break right now. So I did mention that in a previous episode, Kenzie was one of my guests, and he mentioned one time you calling him out for taking the bus. Do you remember this? What is happening here? No, but then he really thinks that that's one of the things that helped him genuinely build his.
What was the situation? Do I remember even what
He had just
I
moved. He had
watched
just recently moved to Lagos.
No, I think it was that. Oh, I said people might know him in there,
On
right?
the bus.
Well, I was just telling him people might know him. I didn't call him. When you see caller, you're
No,
making
no,
it
not call out, not call out. Maybe that's too big of a word. You advised him.
advice is a strong word because I mean, at the end of the day, you really want to have money before you start doing all this Ubers and the
You did
rest of
take
them.
bursts. That was what.
I did enter bus all my life throughout uni. I mean, I was going from because I know I used to stay in my house is Aja, right? And I had an apartment outside school. I would enter bus to from like to Yaba sometimes, and then from there to Obalinde to Aja, and I did it for like 4 years. So I'm not against people that enter bus. Don't get it wrong, but I just felt like because he just moved to Lagos and I knew he was already like buzzing. So there's no how people would not know him. We would go somewhere and people already like, oh, Madam Teresa, Madam Teresa. So that's just what I must have told him at the time. I'm sure the way I constructed it was not a call out. But yeah, he doesn't enter the bus anymore, so we thank God.
So when do you think? When do you think? Because sometimes that again, you also mentioned it. When do you think, as a content creator, or when you start getting that buzz, you
Need to stop entering bus.
or does it matter?
I beg, it doesn't matter.
There's
Do
pressure.
whatever works for you. There's no pressure. I see, we need to call Kenzie here. I don't know why he would mention that, but I'm sure at the time I was just advising my friend that they might know you here. I'm also I think he was trying to go to like an event or something. I'm sure. I'm sure he was trying to, but I'm like, okay, if it's this particular event, you might
I
just be
think
able to
he
take.
said he was going for a recording. He carried his ring light and everything. I was like, you didn't tell, and he was coming to your house.
Hey, I don't remember this. I don't see, for the people that I played the fifth. I don't recall. I don't recall all this, but I'm sure if I did say it, it would have been in a very good manner.
He really appreciates it. It's not like
Can do this and
he doesn't take the bus no more. So that counts at least.
oh my God, I'm not against it. Please take whatever helps you, whatever is needed, and if it's so important, I'm only saying this: if it's so important, if the event is very important, and you can afford to take something that makes you more comfortable, please do. Because it's so funny. Because I feel like the problem we need to do is call out our Nigerian people on our buses and everything. We need better means of transportation because you travel out and you're using the train, you're using the bus. I enter the bus when I travel. I use the train. But yeah, you're thinking about how you can dress up from the house and you're entering the bus now and you're now going to start sweating so much. People can touch you and your clothes that you iron is no longer ironed. That's just what I think about when you're going for like an event. But if you're going to like anywhere, maybe, they go enter at that time they enter bus go markets now. But that's like a different purpose of it all. But if our means of transportation was better, I'm sure our life would be not this so much pressure that everybody's always saying there's so much money on Uber. We don't have any other means of the buses are not. You've seen the buses; they are not the best. Except from what they call those ones, BRT, and those ones you have to stop sometimes line on a long line before you get your tickets. Are you not going to be late for your stuff?
It's been a minute. You took one of those one.
It's been a very long minute, but it doesn't
They're
mean
no longer. I don't think they work on the island no more.
they don't work on the line anymore. BRT. Are you sure?
So when you said it, I was like, when last year?
So where do they work?
I think from the mainland.
So what do they have for us anymore? Like, it's not supposed to go everywhere.
No, that's on the island now.
No, but is BRT supposed to be like something that helps for everybody? Like, it's the Lagos thing.
Yeah, it helps people on the mainland.
Lagos State just has to do better. I don't think it's a Lagos thing. I think it's everywhere. Because I think in the East as well, the means of transportation is not the best. But I don't think it's as bad as the buses here. The buses here are very rickety. You're like, what is this? What am I entering? And then you enter, you're so stressed. Because it's just a stressful life, to be very sincere. But we're hoping that God just helps us creatives because it's a lot of work. And thinking about the moving from year to year, you don't have so much money yet. A brand is telling you to come to this place. You use how much to go to the places. It's a lot of work. We're just praying for more, what do you call them, grants and all for creatives. Because I pray for creatives every day because we are the ones that put in so much work. And people don't still respect the profession as much. So when you put an amount to your thing, you're like, you're just creating the video. Oh yeah, now go and do it. Because it's a lot of thinking, ideas, production. Thank God production is not cheap. So it's like, pity us. That's all I just think about these days. But yeah.
So for you, what does success look like? Would you say you're successful right now?
I feel like I'm up the ladder to where I would be comfortable. So right now, I think I'm just comfortable, right? But success to me in general really for me it would means when I think I've achieved all I think I've been put on this earth to achieve, right? I think everybody in this life has a purpose, and my purpose in life, I'm gradually and slowly getting there only because I've started. I'm on the right path, but have I really achieved what I want to? Not exactly, because at the end of the day, my main vision is to create films that I know would tell stories that I want to tell. But I am comfortable in where I am at right now, and I'm very grateful for what I've gotten. But yeah, success to me is just being able to achieve what you're desired to achieve for me. That's it. But right now, I am doing amazing in my space, and I'm comfortable. I am successful as well. What in my space, if I'm being sincere, yeah. But just because of my idea of success, I really want to achieve more. Yeah.
And then in dollars on the tubes and the brand side.
Okay, if you say so.
I'll be
We thank God.
AdSense money. So now I want to ask about the MVCs. What did that do for you? What are your thoughts about awards?
I appreciate awards such as the AMVCA. Such as the AMVCA.
Oh my god!
No.
The way you paused, I was like,
No, I do appreciate. I mean, I was nominated in 2023, and I was so grateful.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. Like it's even still on my page. It's pinned there, so the whole world can know. Because I was going for AMVC from 2015 to like 2023. I was always going. I don't know how I was even getting the invite, but I was always going, and I was very grateful to be just in this space with all these amazing actors. So when our category came up in 2022, I was grateful that now people can appreciate people that put in the work on social media, and it was so glad for me to be nominated that year. I appreciate awards. Yeah, win or no win, the nomination is a very great thing to have. I do appreciate, and I'm grateful to the AMVCs for putting that category there. Even the same thing with future awards, like just having a category that respects and promotes content creators is amazing. So other parts of creatives as well, music, acting, so many. That's what future award does, right? Every other part, amazing. I think he did what he had to do for the year. I wouldn't say so because of I was already at a space where I was comfortable with how I was perceived. I would say what he gave for me was just we see you, right? Not like he did anything that now like lifted anything in terms of like brand deals, and no, I don't think it was that, but it was just more like we see you, we appreciate you, and I was very glad for that. Yeah.
what does winning an award like?
had-
Feel no, because
I didn't win. I don't know. I wouldn't
did you
know.
want to win?
Oh, I did want to win. I'm not gonna lie. I did say vote
How did
for
that
me.
feel like not winning?
Nothing. To verse is nothing because the people that were nominated with me, I liked everybody. It was me, it was Kenzie, it was Bimbo. What again was there? It was Taoma, it was Kiki. Every single person was nominated that particular year. And it was to Mama as well. I loved every single person. I think when we all even saw, because they gave us rooms, we all just gisted. We loved ourselves. It was anybody. So we already said it. Anybody that wins, we all run to the stage to collect the award. But I don't think I saw Elos on them that day, so I couldn't do that because I'm like, it was Elos on them that won. I couldn't run to the stage. But if it was any other person that won, I would have run with them to the stage. I was like, oh yeah, congrats to you. I didn't feel anyway. No.
So even from the start of this conversation, you've always spoke about your love for film, and there's been a lot of conversations about Lupita and Margot Robbie starting their careers the same year, and then Margot went on to create a lot of
I saw that on TikTok.
films
Yeah.
that she's been on are from out somewhat under her production company as a producer. So do you think you want to get to the point that even if they don't give you these roles that you want, you create those roles?
To be honest, sincere, that's the goal. Because at the end of the day, I don't see. Nollywood is great. I think we're now picking up with new talents. I'm seeing new faces now. I'm very grateful for the new faces we're seeing. But at the same time, I don't think we're there yet when it comes to giving a lot of people the opportunity to act on big screen. Big screen, thank God for that. I'm so grateful to YouTube now for so many actors because even for YouTube, so many actors would never even see the light of day when it comes to making films. Because no, they don't believe if you don't have the face, you can sell the film in cinemas. So it's like, if you don't have the face, are they going to book you? Are they going to cast you in the film? And I don't want to keep waiting for that. At the end, I might have the face to sell a few films, but would it be the role I want to do? Might be comic. It might be, like I said, an feminine role that would be me, I'm doing makeup, all those kind of, or it might be roles where I just don't want to do it, or I'm just not the best person for it, body wise, face wise, anything wise. So I want to get to the point where I can actually create films by myself. I might never act in it. I do want to act, but if the bigger thing is for me to create films that can help other people act and bring the stories I want in my life to come to the big screen, yeah, we are hoping to get more money because to create films is not cheap. So let's pray to God to give us the funds. And I really want to go into the YouTube space of films as well. So maybe that's my next goal.
Yeah, because
So I want to
there's a
try
lot
that.
of rush into that space.
Yeah, it's a lot of rush, but at the same time, there's a lot of mediocre films being created, and I don't want to be that person that is just doing. When it comes to films, I don't want to be that person just doing films for.
No, it's not mediocre. I was
That's
just
a
like,
good film.
no, I was like, Odogu, please. I was just like
Okay,
teasing you, Odogu.
that's a very good film.
No, it's a really good film.
Yeah,
it has 21 million views right now, so it's a really.
So it was never because of the views. I really enjoyed the film.
My friend wrote it.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
I liked the acting in the film because at the end of the day, YouTube. I think people think when the views on YouTube means it's good. It doesn't mean it's good.
No,
But that was good. Yeah. So I see some films that have the amazing views, and I watch it. I'm like, this thing did not reduce your IQ. It's just like, why would you create? I don't want to be that person when it comes to films because I don't want to be that person. Yeah.
So what types of stories do you like?
Drama, love. I'm into drama. I don't know because I don't know why people start calling me a comedian. But I love drama. Like I would watch drama rather than comedy most times. But I want to create movies that tell stories that are very important. I like films that have lessons, important stories that happen every day. Because there's many stories that happen in our life that have not been told. Personal stories too that I can just bring on board and will sell. Yeah.
What do you think you want your impact to be or your legacy to be?
I want to be known as somebody that was able to. I think I'm already on the right path, but I want to be known as somebody that was able to convince people that you could do it. Right? Because I remember when I first started doing what I do now, and was wearing like female clothes and stuff to do characters. There were not a lot of people doing it at the time. Maybe I can count maybe like 2 people that were doing it, or maybe Oluwatu would be another person. So I was doing mine with like the full on costume and everything. Like, is this person not doing too much? But I want to be able to say that I did everything I was able to do and achieved it properly. So I want my legacy to be that person that that set his mind to it and did it, right? Without not holding no boundaries. And I want to be able to have been able to impact on people in the sense that, oh, if Steven could do it, I can do it. That's really my goal. I hope that I'm able to impact in people, the young people that are coming up, people that also want to act, create content, do play characters in the way that they want, they feel they can do, and yeah.
So now speaking about people who are watching and the people that are genuinely inspired by your career, how would you advise that they handle themes of rejection? Because you did mention that rejection somewhat pushed you to the space that you are now. And how would you advise that people handle rejection? And how do you think rejection played a role in building the big brand that you now?
I think rejection will always come. It's something that I feel like you would always hear no, because even you as a person, you would always tell people no. So it's not only.
I don't. I just say 1 second and I never come back.
See, that's even worse than no. Like, just tell me the no. Don't keep me hanging.
I'm like 1 second.
Because I remember all those.
They'll
They'll tell you
inside 1 second.
they'll give you a call back and they'll never call you back. It's worse than just tell me no. You do not work for the role. But I think rejection will always come. But the biggest part of it is taking it and realizing that that's not the end of the road. Because for me, it was like, oh, when I was waiting for auditions back to back, and I just got tired of going for the same auditions back to back. I didn't get tired. I said I'm not doing it again. I got tired at one point. I said, oh, I have a phone and I could do something with it. And I started creating content that by the grace of God picked up. But I'm not saying that, so you cannot take a no for an answer. Nobody can rearrange your destiny or your future. But I like people to tell themselves the truth, right? If you know that you don't have passion for something and it's not something you're really great at, it's good to tell yourself the truth and not entirely engage in it. Because at the end of the day, when you don't tell yourself the truth, that's why we delve into things that are not exactly what we can do. You know you're not a great actor, but the fact that maybe you have the face or you've seen that, oh, actors are making certain kind of money or influencers are this kind of people, and now you want to put it and go into it, but you don't have the passion, you fade out. On your own, you would just fade out because you don't have the passion for it. So I want people to actually have passion for whatever they want to do. If this is what you want to do, have the passion for it and work towards it. I know I say work towards it, I'm like, you have to put in every single thing you can to work towards it. It's important that, and please be prayerful. Because sometimes all we need is just God to tell us the truth. If you pray, sometimes God will just tell you when it's right and when it's not right.
Would you say you're religious?
I am very into my God. I don't like to use the word religious, but I'm very prayerful. Yeah. I don't really like religion. When you put religion, it's like,
Why?
there's so many practices that churches do that I'm not exactly
So you don't go to
a
church?
fan. I go to my church, but there's some churches and practices that I don't exactly agree with. But regardless, when I'm going to church, I'm praying to my God. I'm not really praying to the pastor or anything like that. It's my God. Sometimes I only tell I can only tell maybe like my reverend father or a pastor something only based on to interpret what I think I've seen. But if nothing, I see with like my God. I only have my God, and I read my Bible pretty much. Yeah, I'm into my God. That's it. Are you religious?
I have a faith.
Tomato, tomato.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do not think I'm
My
religious.
laugh is so bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
It's
I'm not
terrible.
I'm not religious. No.
You haven't to be right, but you believe in God, right?
Yeah, I do.
I believe in God. Yeah,
Very
you have to believe in God. God is like the beginning and everything. The way my life is right now, if I didn't have God, hey, I would not run mad. Dude. Like, and I wasn't the most prayerful person in the past. I think my struggle or my closer relationship with God started from like I used to be so close to God when I was younger because I used to have dreams that used to come to pass, and I was so scared. Like, why do you give me this kind of gift? And then I hated it so much because one of the dreams was my father dying, and my father died. It was so bad, and I just kind of left. I didn't want to be near anything that had to do with that. And then I grew up and something happened to my family, everything, and I was like, you know what? The only person that can give you comfort is God. And then I went back to God, and to be very sincere, it's been amazing since then.
So you're a prophet.
I beg God. No, it's well. God is just.
So you do see things. Did you lose that gift?
I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
Because they do say that the gift of God is without repentance. So you can obviously good for. Can you see billions in my future?
No, so they happen. No,
Now
but
we can
yeah,
take over from Dangote, Abi.
it's possible. Have you put in the work?
You know, man, son.
Put in the work and you
I
see
dey
it.
put in the work. I dey
Yes, if I punch you. But yeah, pretty much. I think God, passion, and being relentless. You just can't take no for
Where
an
does
answer.
money come in? Because I used to work in radio, and then I did it for 10 years, and I was still poor.
Don't say it like that.
No, I'm going somewhere. I mean, there are people who do radio. It just happened that the platforms, maybe the platforms I did it with, I just did not make the money I wanted. So for you, and a lot of people at the time when I was doing radio were very passionate. I do not mean to say that the people doing it now are not passionate, but then you could see that everybody wanted to outrank the other person who was doing radio. But the owners of the stations knew that we're passionate and we're not paying the money required to keep us. And you see a lot of the people that leave. So when do you know that, okay, we need to draw a line between what is passion and the money comes in? Because I hear a lot of passion and people see that, oh, this guy's passionate and maybe do not take that as the reason not to pay you your worth. And then they see one person who doesn't really care and is just there to do the work and get paid.
So
They
it
give
boils
them
down to what I was saying about me being passionate about acting, but then realizing at the time that, oh, they were not giving me the roles. And if I'm not getting the roles to be in films, how am I going to take care of myself? So I realized at the time that, oh, I can now put that passion into something else I was working, which was content creation, that I had the phone. So you can have passion for something, but at the same time, tell yourself the truth. If it's not what is forthcoming at the time, right? There are other things that could work. So if you're a good actor and the films are not coming, you can try stage, you could try other things that would come. I know people they've done voice acting for so many years and they still have so much, they are good with their money. So I'm struggling to answer this question because I know that it can be hard when you have passion about something and you feel like, oh, it's not exactly paying you. Do you now go to like switch careers and all of that? Sometimes it might be the hard truth to tell yourself, if I'm being sincere, that you might have to switch. Because at the end of the day, we need money, right? Money is what we use to feed ourselves and survive in this world that we call, this lonely world that we live in. So it's like, at the end of, please look for what would definitely feed you while you still have your passion intact. Sometimes the money can fuel your passion. Just so I know people that do 9 to 5, but weekends they record their podcast because they really love the podcast.
We've
And
done the 9 to 5.
I did it for like a month.
What happened?
Yeah, it was just it's a story
Yeah.
I want to tell. No, it's just like I don't even know what happened. They sent me to go and do something. I just never came back because that was not my job description. So they sent me to like the dry cleaners. I know. Yeah. So I never came back. I remember my mom was so angry with me because you're not ready. Oh. I said, okay, me too. I'm not ready because that was definitely not what I was there to do. Why are you sending me to go and drop your clothes in dry cleaner? I beg, do it. Oh. Some people, it might be one of your ways to walk up the ladder and if you're a 9 to 5. So please, if that's what you need to do, do it. But at the time, I just knew that, yeah, I'm not cut out for this. I was such a silly young child. I'm older now. I probably would do it if I was a 9 to 5. I'm being sincere. Everything I did when I was younger,
Don't do it.
I don't know.
Because
I
if
might
it
do it
starts with
now.
you, if it starts with you, never.
But I hear so many stories
I
about
worked
how
in
they
corporate
say
for
young people don't like to put in the work. They say we're so lazy. We don't want to put in the work. We're always
No, but
thinking of
putting in
that.
the work shouldn't be dry cleaning.
A lot of people had to do it to get up where they are right now. You know, right? Not wash the clothes too. Take it to the dry cleaner. But even if you need to wash,
Well, to be fair, if you think about it, I think I've done.
so some people you need to do it sometime. You need to do some kind of even like
Depends
now.
on the scenario. Oh,
I've had to even in this one. I said I have now maybe by the grace of God beat up to some kind of extent. Some of my ones that would tell me to do something, anything, I will do it. Not obviously take clothes to the dry cleaner now, but if you need me to like, help you get somewhere and get something quickly, why not? Who knows if I might need you tomorrow? Right? I'm very big on again value. If I need to get to VI and drop something for you and I can get there for you, why won't I do it? Right now, as I was young, I was silly. It was just I thought maybe I was good to be like one badass digital marketer. So I'm like, digital marketing, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do my social media, this thing. You're saying, oh yeah, cost saving for me. Say, I go to my car, those clothes, take it to this. I was so there, like, I don't know, but maybe now that I look about it, I would have done it. Maybe I would have done it. I should have done it. It wasn't a big deal.
well, this has been an amazing conversation.
Thank you. I had a good time.
Thank you so much. We do have a gift for you.
What was it? Is it food?
It's a number of stuff. It's just a number of stuff from one of our partners.
Can I open it here?
Yeah.
Just to show the world that though I won't open it. You want to see what's in my listing. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you genuinely had a great time.
I did. Except for the part where you called me out on something.
No, but we've resolved this. We've connected.
I didn't do it. People of the Lord, he's right. But yeah, I had a good time. And I love the space. The AC is good. I'm having a great time.
Oh my God. I think we do get the best guests for you guys on the Good News Niger podcast. So say thank you, Desmond. You're welcome. So I do hope you enjoyed every single thing that Steve shared. He shared a lot about himself, and you can genuinely tell where his heart is through this podcast. And it's important that you share, because that way we get bigger and we can make all our guests, all these guests are coming because they want to support my life. But the next one needs to come because we are as big as we want to be. And that can only happen if you subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Good News Niger podcast on all platforms. And also stream the podcast on all platforms at Good News Niger on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you listen to podcasts. And of course, visit our website at thegoodnewsnigerpodcast.com. My name is Desmond Ebokunwe. See you on the next episode.